Hey guys, Mark from Northeast Sebastian. How you guys doing today? Well, as I said, every time I think I'm done discussing different worm options, I find another box that I want to show you. And to me, it's another classic worm, and that's the 7.5-inch Culprit worm, the original Culprit worm from way back in the day, and still out there. You can still get it. I think I looked on Tackle Warehouse, and they had like 30 some odd different colors. And it's just a great, if you like throwing worms, I'm sure you probably have thrown the Culprit 7.5-inch worm. It's great to Texas rig it. It just works. It just works. And I got one box here, and I've got a few packs still from back in the day when, who knows how long ago I got these. I think that says $3.99 when I bought it. What are they now? $5.49. So, but if you get them on land, today is the last day of the Bassmaster Classic sale on Land Big Fish, so you can save 20% if you decide to order today. But I think the 24th today, excuse me, is their last day. But I'll show you a few of the colors I got. Some of these they may not make anymore. A lot of them I think I saw on there, so I think you can still get them. This is the molten blue with molten blue with a. It just says molten blue tail, so I guess it's like a molten with a blue tail. I don't know what molten is. To me, it looks like pumpkin. You guys can look at it and tell me what you think, but to me, it looks like a pumpkin with black, actually it's blue flake, and with a blue tail. And I always like baits with that different color tail, no matter what color it is. It always seems to produce well. So that's just a cool color. And that tail really has nice action in the water for the Culprit worm if you guys have never used it before. It's a good swimming worm. But as I said, and I do have that one in the box too. So got a few of those. Let's see. This is one that's just called Grape Shad, which I think is that one right there. But I would like this one. It's got black and it's got purple on it. I believe that's the same as this guy. So got a few boxes of few bags of those, and some in the box here. So that is the grape. What was it called again? I'm forgetting already. Grape Shad. So black on top, that purple on the belly. Excellent color. All right, let's see what else I got here. This one is called Chili Pepper. Chili Pepper. And if you notice, this is totally out, has nothing to do with what we're talking about really. You notice on the back of these packs, they show the water beetle there, which I have claimed many times as my favorite soft plastic creature breeder style bait flipping, and they don't make it anymore. So if anybody from Culprit sees this, if you want to bring that bait back, I would not be upset. Even though I have a ton of them, I'd love to see a new version with some new colors. It would be really, just if you want to, do somebody who's doing a video on your baits, it'd be nice of you guys. But as I said, totally out in left field. Chili pepper color, 7.5-inch worm. That's a great one. With that red flake in there and the green, that watermelon on top. It's an awesome color. It's a good color in the water beetle too. Hint, hint, hint. But there we go, there's a pack of that. Good old, I love throwing a grape worm. If you pick one, I just think there's nowhere I've gone and fished and a grape worm does not catch fish. That dark grape color is just a fish catcher, and I've got a whole bunch of them in here in the box. So I got lots of these because that color just catches them. Let me see, I'm gonna assume they still have that on their list. This is I'm up on the Tackle Warehouse site here, or I'm sorry, Tackle Warehouse. Land Big Fish site. Yeah, they still have grapes, so you can still get it. They actually have a Grape Shad. Have to check that out. Oh, that's the other one I saw. I always showed you the Grape Shad. But if you're gonna pick one, I'd go with that guy right there. 7.5-inch grape worm, swimming around the weeds, throwing around the docks, throwing around the rocks in the season. You'll catch them. And the last one I have in the bag is just the Black Shad. We'll see if they have the Black Shad still. I think I saw it on there. Yep. So you can still get the Black Shad. They also have a 10-inch. I don't have any of their 10-inch worms, but they have a 10-inch listed too. So the 7.5 and the 10 you can get in some colors on Land Big Fish. And as I said, 20% off right now. but that's a really good one. If you want more of that shad type color, that black, yeah, see, I don't know how it's more of a dark gray. Let me see. I'm gonna look at another one. Sometimes, yeah, they vary a little bit. This one's a little more. That one's got a little more black. So it's definitely black on the top. It's got that silver on the belly there. I don't see any flake, but that tail moving through the water, that's a great color. And I will do my best to show you these ones in the box. Here is the box. 7.5-inch Culprit worm. And as I said, this one's the grape. I have that big pile of those. That's the one I tend to throw the most, and the grape shad too. Another one I like to throw. Got a bunch of those. And another color that's really productive. You guys who worm fish know, red shad, you cannot go wrong with that. I'm going to assume they still make red shad. I like it when I show you baits and they still make them. Yep, still can get the red shad, of course. They have a 7.5 listed, a 10-inch, which is out of stock, but they also have a 12-inch. I didn't know Culprit made a 12-inch worm. They have those in stock, so if you want to throw a real big worm. Let's see, this is called June bug, I believe. You guys who like a June bug, that's a great color. Cannot go wrong with that. Let's see, I showed you, let me see. Some of these colors I don't know what they're called. I'll try to see if I can figure it out here, just to help you out. But I just might show them to you because you could match it up if you decide to buy some. You could probably match it up better just going on the site. This one is kind of like a, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's almost like a gold belly underneath. It's kind of like a smoke with the blue and gold flake on top. What they call this color, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I even saw something like that on there, but it might be. If you decide to order them and you look at closely at the colors, you might see this color. But I think it just, I remember it looking cool back in the day when I bought these. This is kind of like a, like an electric blue type color. I think I saw something like on there that kind of looks like it. It's a cool one. Then you got this guy here. It's got even more red on it. Is that a red bug? I'm not sure, but another cool color. Showed you that guy and some of the more, lighter type colors. This one's got some orange on it. I don't even know what you would call that top. It's kind of like a clear, like a lighter color on top, and that orange belly. I always like that. Showed you the chili pepper one, and then two other ones here that I'm not sure what colors these are called, but this one's a cool one. It's kind of like a watermelon with a red in the middle. I thought I saw something that looked like that. This could be the one they call, it could be watermelon red flake core. That could be this one. It looks very similar. I don't think it's the watermelon copper red flake because I don't really see any copper flake in there. I'm going to assume it's the watermelon red flake core, that guy right there. And this one is really cool. It almost looks like a watermelon candy type color, but when I look at their watermelon candy, it's definitely not it. So could be one they don't make anymore. I don't necessarily see it on this list, but it's a cool natural color. A lot of, looks like green flake in there, gold flake in there, even some black flake. Culprit. I forgot that they had Culprit right on the tail. It's a good way, so I don't know. That's a cool color. I'm not sure what they call that one. If that's still available, not 100% sure. But most of these, obviously, you guys can get. So, like I said, Texas rigged that. If you guys are looking for a new option for your worm fishing, I've given you a ton of them. If they're ones you haven't tried and you're looking to, expand on some of the worms you tried, the Culprit worm is just great. Start with that grape. They have like more green pumpkins and watermelons on there, but I really like, if I can throw the grape and the red shad, I'm pretty good to go. Sometimes these more natural colors in the summertime might work better, but I have a hard time moving off from the grape color. It always just seems to produce so well. But that's it, guys. So just a quick video here, doing a shout out to the 7.5-inch Culprit worm, a classic bait in my opinion. It's still readily available. And as I said, Tackle Warehouse, or I keep saying Tackle Warehouse, Land Big Fish is doing a sale. They have their Bassmaster Classic sale. Hey, Tackle Warehouse could be doing a sale now for all I know. Check out the 7.5-inch worm on there. You can save 20%. So if you're thinking of getting some, now's a good time. I think this is the last day of the sale, so hopefully you'll see this video today if you plan on getting some. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Any questions, let me know. I know even just doing the short, I got a lot of comments. Guys love this worm, so it's a classic. You know, a classic. You know, if you're a worm fisherman, you know, you could. I have never. I don't think I've ever thrown this on a shaky head, and this isn't really the type of tail that I, you know, but it might produce pretty well. I've never tried. If any of you guys have used this on a shaky head, do you like the tail action for a shaky head, or is it more just, you know, like a jig head worm or a Texas rig, like is what I usually do? I don't think I've ever used this on a shaky head, but if you have and you like the tail action, that type of a tail for the shaky head for that one, yeah, let me know. Because that tail has a lot of nice action. I don't know for a shaky head. I guess, you know, I'd have to try it. But if any of you guys have tried this on a shaky head, let me know how you like it. I predominantly will just flip and pitch it with a, you know, Texas rig, or you know, put it on a jig head. Just do a jig head minnow or jig head worm type fishing. That's pretty much the way I throw those. But that's it. So the 7.5-inch Culprit worm, classic bait. Check it out. I'll put links to it from Land Big Fish, and they were having that sale, as I said. Tackle Warehouse. If I see somewhere else where it's online, where it's, you know, cheap, or they have a sale, I'll let you guys know. You can check it out. But that's it. So thanks for watching. Please like and share the video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So as I said, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.